Hey, so my name is Candace Crowell, and I am recording this message at the request of my friend Jamita to talk about Black women, self care, and self love. And question one is, when did I fall in love with myself? Well, I think it began at Spelman in 2001. I had spent the majority of my life in predominantly white settings, and with the exception of 4 years from middle school to high school in about 50-50 black and white small town, all of the people around me, outside of my family and a small group, were white. And what that means for a deep chocolate young girl is that the beauty standard is not you. The intellectual standard has to be earned double time and triple time. And it was tough believing that I was worthy. I didn't know it at the time. I didn't have the self awareness to question my self worth. And I liked myself for the most part. I wasn't afraid to be different. I was confident, but loving myself was a different thing. And loving myself included learning the history of myself as a black woman, connecting to the cultural traditions of the African diaspora. Not that I consider myself especially Afrocentric, but just the knowledge that there was more to me than slavery and the civil rights movement. That before people of color arrived in the United States, there was a history and a culture and a tradition. It sparked something in me. But learning about the resilience of black people in the United States, because that's as far back as I can trace my lineage, made a difference too. So knowing that women like me walked from Georgia to Canada, developed this deep love and sense of self, and finding that my skin and hair was beautiful and welcome, developed a deep love. And being able to offer love and receive love, hugs every day as you're walking on the campus of an HBCU, and things like that, that just created this sense of pride and respect and care for myself and love. So it started there, like a budding romance for who I am, and I think it continues to grow. So if I were to liken my self love to a marriage, there's ebbs and flows, and how much I feel that deep sensation, but taking care of myself, enjoying who I am, laughing, loving other people, writing, dancing, poetry, things like that are reminders of love for me. What's the next question? What does happiness mean to you? Happiness means I like myself, I love myself, and I enjoy life. So for me, enjoying life doesn't mean I need to be out and about as an introvert. It means that I'm curled up with a good book or chilling with some of my favorite people one on one. Those are things that I really enjoy, and they bring out that sense of that giddiness, humor, fun. Happiness for me extends beyond contentment. So, a quiet moment where I'm grateful for my life. There's so many blessings that I've been given over the course of my years, that just taking a quiet moment to say, thank you, God. That's happiness to me. Being able to put a smile on somebody's face, that's happiness. Being able to help somebody grow, heal, learn, or love again, that's happiness to me. So I'm in a place right now where I love what I do. I love who I'm with. I love who loves me. And it's a really happy time in my life. How has your experience of living as a black woman affected your health overall, but specifically your mental health and well being? Hmm. I think there are some ways that being a black woman is a strength and quite resilient. Um, I'm learning to be vulnerable, and that's a beautiful experience for me. I am open and giving and caring, and I think those things contribute to my health. Some ways that being a Black woman has influenced my health in a negative way is, like I talked about, liking myself, but not maybe loving myself as a younger person, and trying to figure out what that meant in relationships, especially as it relates to sexual health, which is an area of research for me. Eating well, culturally, just soul food isn't the healthiest food. It can be delicious as it wants to be, but it just isn't. So learning to eat well and make it taste good, that's a process for me. Exercising was a part of my life early on, but trying to reintegrate that now. I think that being a Black woman, um, the clubs like Black Girls Run and Zumba classes and things like that, dance classes, step teams, stuff like that. It can really be an attribute of our culture if we allow ourselves to get involved in that way. So there are some ways that being Black means that you get passed on certain diseases or are more susceptible to certain diseases. The stress of Black womanhood may be a contributing factor to illness and mental illness and things like that. But overall, I feel like there's opportunity to be healthy. I gotta also add that I'm speaking as a woman who um, is able-bodied and sound-minded and a petite frame naturally. So what health looks like to me may be different than what health looks like to someone with a different body. Um, and that would be in this society a privilege, so considering that too. How can you honor yourself today and every day? I've got this bracelet and it says gratitude. I don't think, maybe you can't see it. And so every day I look at this and I think about something I'm grateful for that's honoring myself. um, Getting up and stretching, praying, reading the Bible, meditating, doing yoga, exercising. That's how I honor myself. Journaling, connecting with people that love me and that I love. That's a way to honor myself. And having quiet time. Quiet time. That's a way to honor myself. So I can do that today and every day. Well, I hope this was helpful to all the other sisters out there. And signing off, again, my name is Candace Crowell. Happy to do this. Take care.